Welcome back, Taffers. I'm Chububbo1, and this is our walkthrough slash let's play of Thief 2 The Metal Age. Why am I doing this? Chububbo, I thought that you were done with YouTube, and honestly, I was. But occasionally I still get comments on the Thief Gold stuff saying, hey, thank you. And so I really appreciate that. I like being able to help people. And so hopefully this will help some of you as you try to find all the loot and go through Thief 2 on the expert level. There's some other things we need to talk about as we go. You might have noticed that I sound a little stopped up because I am once again on the sick train. And so I will try to edit out any coughs, throat clearings, sneezes, etc. But let's go ahead and hit new game and roll right into the first mission, which I think is called Running Interference. And we're going to do it on Expert. We'll talk more about that later. Go.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso, the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor, and in this line of work you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
All right, a couple of things. First, we got the beautiful artwork. I won't say it's beautiful, but I mean, it is the artwork that I love, that it's iconic with this game. This is the last game in the series that has that kind of artwork. Just saying. And then we get to the difficulties. I chose Expert. I haven't done Expert in a long time because it is so difficult. We'll go through here it is called Running Interference. Nice. We'll go through the objectives. We need to give Basso a signal when we're ready to go. You have to be close enough for him to hear it. Okay, which is kind of goofy. You might as well just go and smack him in the face. You have to be that close almost. We got to help them get out of the mansion and make sure that their route is safe. So if you don't know the route, I'm going to show you the route. He didn't say anything about taking loot, so get 600, including 1,200. We are shooting for the maximum I can get, which this is the only level where it's a little bit different, but it's 1265. And we'll talk about that later also. Don't kill anyone. You're going to see that on almost every mission on Expert. Don't kill anyone. And then score at least 8 knockouts, all right? Which is fine. I would usually like to knock out everybody anyway. How's that compared to the others? Normal. We got the bird call, clear the route, don't kill anyone. That's it. No other requirements. What else was I going to say? I don't remember. Expert is super hard. You can't kill anyone on most of the missions, and so most of the time I would play these levels on, honestly, either on normal or hard. This level is going to be super, super easy. Let's go ahead and start it.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
So this is where Basso is going to be hanging out. In the front entrance. Whatever. He's right there. We got to be, you know, basically around here for him to hear the whistle, which is just ridiculous. We're going around to the side. Now look around. Now we had Thief 2 Skies in Thief Gold, so the sky is not really that different. Garrett moves mind-numbingly slow, though, after playing stuff like...
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
After playing stuff like Minecraft and stuff like that. So there's some of our loot. Stacks of coins. You're going to come to this room. You're going to be very confused. In this game, they do a lot of tricks with lighting. Notice that that key right there is really hard to see because it's in a shadow. But that one key opens a couple of doors for us, but not all of them. That one that we're going to go down. This one that we'll come back to later. I don't want to lock it back, so I'm just going to close it. But, I mean, well, okay, that still looks a little bit like Thief Gold. This looks like Thief Gold. You'll see some places. I'll point them out later. Now, the guards here are like, I don't know. Stevie Wonder would be a better guard. Most of these guards don't care what you do. This is also the smallest map in the entire game.
What?
We do need to put out that torch.
Just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
If you step out here in the light, they will come get you. So make sure that you're in the shadow and you lean around and tag that torch. I don't think there's anything in this room. No, this is all the electrical equipment. Some of the lights are electric. That's where they're coming from. We're going to knock those two out later. Alright, there we have a gas lamp. If I remember how to work all... Oh, I really just did that.
With real cow. Hope they save some.
Okay.
The Baron gets to eat.
Doesn't sound like they noticed. I accidentally hit the bird call. What the heck? Alright. I hate the bird call. Alright, so we're going to get these two, and we're just going to dash in there and do it. And hope for the best. Cool. Sometimes they will cry out after you've bonked them in the head, which is kind of unsettling. But there's 3 chests in here. Boom, boom, boom. And we're just going to leave them there. Honestly, no one is going to find them. Alright, we want all this stuff. Flash bomb. These were not in Thief, the first game. These are flares. You can light up an area that is dark, or you can throw them. And see that little lever down there? Look at that. We also have secrets. Each level has a few secrets in it. We got some gold in there. There's nothing up here but some swords that you cannot pick up. So don't worry about that. I'm going to go out this way. There's nothing in this room. And I don't even have to sneak. Oh, I meant to pick his pocket first. I could leave him here, But he's honestly going to kind of be in the way when Basso and whatever, what's her face? Which, I don't know, I think she's gaslighting Basso. Yeah, I'll explain why later. There's nothing back there. I remember the first few times I played it, I did a thorough search back there. There's nothing there. We're going to need some of these boxes, though. Do not go in this room just yet. You will see somebody. This is like the kitchen. You'll see the servant. I don't know where the servant's going. Okay. We're just going to run in and whack him.
Huh? Hello?
Got the pickpocket that time. Always a bonus. We'll come back to some of this stuff. Let's go here in this little wine cellar. Throw you there. There's a lot of stuff in this wine cellar. Go over here. You'll see a bunch of green bottles. You'll see a few gray bottles. We want the gold ones. Because who doesn't ship their wine in gold bottles? I mean, that has to improve the flavor, right? And now, if you crouch way down the very bottom, right there, see that little bit of red? That is a secret. We found our second secret. There's 3 secrets in this mission. And that is a speed potion. Which hopefully I won't have to use, but if I screw things up, I might. While we're on this side of the room, let's go here to the left of the wine cellar. And this does not look like it, but it is a dumbwaiter. Now, if you don't know what a dumbwaiter is, it was basically a... That's really loud. It's basically a platform that you could raise and lower. And so you could put food and stuff on it. And it would be delivered right up here. This guy's oblivious, you know, to what's going on. Didn't notice that they're gone. You can try to pickpocket that key off of him. Sometimes I can get it. Sometimes I grab these cups. And then when I grab the cup, there's nothing I can do with the cup. And then I try to get rid of the cup and it alerts him. So I'm just going to wait and take his key later. Bye. Somehow he doesn't notice this ridiculously noisy machine. Okay, so here is... I don't know if they did this on purpose or not. This just looks like a regular sack of nothing. In Thief Gold or Thief the Dark Project, we would have just left this alone. That one's worth money. There's nothing else on the tables that's worth anything. We're going to go in here. Oh, well. Right, and I need a box. Now, I said that we are shooting for 1265. It depends on what version of the game you've got. You might end up with more. Right up here, see, I just mantled onto these 2 boxes. You see there were 1, 2. There's 2 coins right there. There's supposed to be 3. Right? If you had the first version of Thief 2, which I do, there's 3 coins. And that would give you a total of 1285. When they patched it, so if you had to run the patch to get from 1.07 to 1.27, I honestly don't know what the version number is here. The later version, one of the coins is outside the map over there somewhere, and so you can't get it. And so it's going to tell us we're not going to have 100% loot because we're going to be 20 cents short because there's a gold coin that we cannot get. However, if you have a version that's on Steam or GOG or whatever, You will probably have all 3 coins right up there, so make sure you get all 3. And your final number will be a little bit different than mine. We're going to go through this second door. So in this room, this goes to the main hallway, which we do not want to go this way. While I'm thinking about it, see where that light is? You do not want to go there. There's a guy there. He will come out. He will kill you. In the kitchen, though, there's that wine cellar right there. There was that little passageway over there to the far right. We had the little room with where I got the boxes there on the far left. And now we're going this way. I'm going to put this out because I think, let me make this go away. I think Basso will hang here if that torch is not out. But there's nothing in this room. We just need to wait here. There'll be a guy, and he's... There he is. He's supposed to be guarding this hallway. You just don't want to dilly-dally too long. And you don't really have to sneak up on him either. I'll take you here. And look. A nice comfy bed. Now we're down here in like the servants' quarters. Nappy time. I'm just going to leave these open so I remember that I've gone through them. There's nothing in there. Here's all their money. Notice that everything's unlocked. I do not have lock picks yet. So you start off with a sword, with a blackjack, and water arrows. And then any other stuff you can pick up along the way. But this is the way we want to go. Pox upon Truart and all his thugs. So, this is somebody's letter, and they are complaining about the sheriff, who apparently takes bribes and things like that, and now you get punished for seeing the wrong thing and not for stealing anything. We're going to go back this way. Right. The guard that we knocked out was headed this way, which is where we want to go. That is the spot where I said don't walk in front of. So just to help you get your bearings, here's the kitchen. Kitchen. We came through this door. This is also the path that Basso's going to take. And then here we come back up here. There is the spot, and I don't know if you can see it. Ooh, whoa, 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 Nelly. But in between this spot and that lamp way out there is the entrance that we took to the kitchen. Let's go this way.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
Well, I could handle a lock if I had my tools. I don't think there's anything in here. So we're gonna keep on going. Where's this door going? Oh, I like this little room. Okay, so this is a fun little room. Boxes. Very conspicuously stacked. And then we're going to come back here. And lump of gold. Next to where somebody was having a little candlelight snack with a friend. And they left a lump of gold. And I said gold. And if you peek around this little corner, there is a lump of silver. Very easy to miss. Alright, and then here's where I screw up a lot. We come in this door. There's a door down there, a door over here. We need to go through both. So let's go through this one first. Let's see what's here. That's the stairs. Okay, we don't want to take the stairs yet. Here we go. I've missed this several times. Alright. Where are we at? Money-wise. 655. Didn't we just have to get 600 total? Well, including 200 in gems. Okay, so basically 800. Right, so we have pretty much cleaned out the first floor. Right? Notice the map is so much better. The line was already on the map, though. The blue shows where we're not. The yellow is where we were. Oh, and I forgot to mention, notice the health on the bottom left. Just like the first Thief games. Is, you don't get a lot of those in Expert.
Just because I've been here only a few months, I think that I can just get away with pushing me on. Someone making noise?
Oh, I managed to pickpocket right before I smacked him on the head. Did I say that door was locked? We will come back. We're going to throw him... We're going to get stuck in the doorway. Throw him next to the toilet. That's what I'm assuming this is. Maybe it's a sink, but there's no mirror. So, I don't know. There's more guards up here, so now we need to be a little more careful. And there's electric lights that we can't do anything about. Oh, that's the bathtub. There's nothing in the bathtub. Alright, when we come in this little music performance room, on the table next to the lamp, 2 stacks of coins. Come up here. There's a silver flute. And there's a harp that gives you nothing. But it's fun to play. Which was also in Thief Gold. Alright. Now we're going to slip into here. Little coat room. There's normally not anybody walking across here. But just in case. We'll come in here and have a peek-see while it's dark. So we still have a room at the end of this hall that we need to get to. We need to go out these doors. But we don't have the keys for that yet. And so we're going to come this way. There is a guard that walks this hall. Okay. There's a guard in this room. I'm going to get a flash bomb ready. Because I am going to flash bomb this guy.
Hold it! I see you there.
Oh, you should.
One move and you're dead! Don't test me!
Right, I picked a key off of him. And there's nothing else of value in here. So, the key, I got that one. And the keys are kind of hard to tell apart. We got this grayish key and a cream or yellowy colored key. Nope. Here comes trouble. Oh, this could end badly.
Who's there? Hello? Nothing making noise now.
We got our 8. Now, do you have to come in here and knock this guy out? No. Back here, that's the little dumbwaiter where we were earlier. So if you can snag the key off that guy You don't have to come in here at all, and you don't have to knock him out. But I like to knock people out.
But he better be taffing around down here.
He's kind of blind. I mean, he didn't see me just then.
Back to work.
So we'll pop in here. I hate these little tables because the developers like to put little coins on them. I don't remember there being anything of value in this room. So let's get out of here.
Didn't you hear something? Watch him jump.
And we're gonna get pretty close. His patrol path is really short. So you do have to move. I'm stuck. You have to move kind of quick.
What?
Here, bro. Why don't you visit the storage room? Alright, and down these stairs is way back at the very beginning. I said, and this door goes to some stairs, but I don't want to take that door, but we're going to unlock it. That's where we are. I'll forget that later when I'm trying to get out, because I always do. Right, this side room, on this side of the map, let's be sure we're here at the parlor. This was the room on this side. This is where it was locked earlier, and it's still locked. We'll go back there. There's 2 rooms down here, and there's stuff upstairs. There's an upstairs. In here, there's a vase by the table. Well, on the table by the bed. English. And again, here's where the developers are very sneaky. It looks like there's nothing of value. Deck of cards, a bowl. You'd think this would be worth something, but it's not. But there is a vase up there in the shadow. If you turn the lights off, it's actually a little easier to see when you highlight it. Well, okay, that's not true, but it is a little easier to see. It stands out a little more. So they're very clever about shadows this time. Let's go upstairs. There shouldn't be anybody upstairs on this side. Oh, caught that door with my face. Now look at this. Just look around for a second. They could not do this in Thief Gold or Thief to Dark Project. There's too many colors. Right, anyway, next to the bed is a little nightstand and a ring. And then this isn't the right room. Over here there's nothing. I guess there's nothing. Oh, there it is. The amulet. So in there by the bed is a ring. Over here, an amulet. Where are we at now? We're at 10:15. We only have 150 gems, which is why we haven't hit the objective yet. There's nothing in this dark room. Go back out here. Go back down the way we came. Alright, we're going to run back into this big room. Now, see the fireplace? I mean, this is another example of what they could not do in Thief the Dark Project or Thief Gold. This room is gorgeous. Right, you'll need to get up here on the stairs, climb up here on the ledge, and then see that little slot right there? New objectives. What would a wedding be without rings? Get 2 for Basso and Genevieve. Bonus objective. It's also a secret. We've gotten all 3 secrets. No, that's not a secret. My bad. I lied. There's nothing else of value in this room. Sorry. Well, I sniffed. I'm going to edit out that sniff. Do I? I do have the key. Right, there's 3 guys out here. Here's where we got to be a little sneaky. And this could go wrong, so... You know what? I'm not going to reload it if it goes wrong. I'm going to save it, though. Okay, there's guys on either side of these doors. So there's 2 guys out here. And there's one guy that's patrolling. He's the dangerous one. If you get real close to this door frame, you'll be in the dark. As soon as he goes past, you need to move quickly.
What's there?
I saw something there.
Just stick close to the door. And we're going to come over here. Now I'm going to crouch and drop off. And then I'm going to kind of run behind where this guy's walking. You know what? I'm not. I'm going to change my mind. The guy out there is an archer, and he's not quite as dumb as everybody else. I don't know if he would have spotted those 2 or not. We're going to save. I'm going to see if I can get a flying knockout. An airborne knockout. I probably can't. And so this will probably go all wrong, but that's okay. Doesn't notice that everybody else is gone. Ooh, that may have counted. I don't know. Oh, now did you hear that? I picked up an arrow he had in the back. Because I have... Where is it? Game. Auto search bodies on. So you don't have to sit there and fiddle and fiddle and fiddle trying to pick up a coin purse or coin bag or whatever off these guys. Alright, out here next to the lamp, we have some cheese, which we will eat because we can. But we have a gold plate and a gold cup. 1090, so we're getting close. There's only 2 guards left that are not unconscious. Which, I will stick a picture. I think I have a picture where I knocked out everybody in this mansion, and I stuck them out here. Just because I could. I did that a long, long time ago. I'll have to see if the picture can tell me the date. Right, now that we have the keys that we used to open the front door, that's the same key that opens this door right here. I think it's the yellow one, or the cream colored one. Oh, wow. That dude, I about pooed on myself. So, if you're going to do this, make sure you're in the shadow from over here before you unlock it. That's the first time that's happened to me, where he's been right there in my face. Right, 2 rooms downstairs, 1 room upstairs. Down here, not a thing. Right, and then we'll go over here, and I think it's the same. More nothing. Right, upstairs is where the fun is. This is where the fun begins. And there's no more guards up here. Oh, this is a great little room. There's nothing in here. Again, I think this would have been worth something in one of the previous games, but it's not now. There's another key that we need to get into this area. Glasses. Again, nothing. If you look at the bed, you notice the wall is kind of sketchy right up there, and that's because down below this plant is a level. It's a lever, and that lever opens the wall. Now we have all the loot. We have hit the 100% loot mark. Now let's go get Basso. There's nothing of value in this room. Let's go get Basso so he can get his girlfriend, and we can finish this. The fastest way down, I guess, is going to be right here. It is! Sort of. That's Genevieve's room. Ooh, that's the way we don't want to go. Take left. We want to go through the kitchen. Cut through here. Back through the kitchen. I guess there was a shorter way down, but I didn't take it. Told you I'd forget. So there's one guard that's still conscious. If you want, you have one more flash bomb. You can go knock him out. It's not necessary. Although it's kind of fun. Right, so now we need to cue up the whistle, the bird call. And pretty much gotta go past this tree. Well, we came all this way. You know, what's the point? Could have just gone to get you. Now just follow Basso. He's not very fast. Which I guess is why, if you don't remember, he makes an appearance in the first Thief game. If you play it on normal or expert, or not normal, but hard or expert. He's not on normal, but he's one of the unconscious dudes that you get out of prison, out of Crag's Cleft prison. Hey, I took care of everybody. Go. Don't make me knock you out. He doesn't trust me. Oh, we need to talk about why Genevieve's gaslighting him. She's allegedly trapped in her room. And her door is locked. That's for sure. I can't move. Goober. Come on, move along. Because right to our left is the one remaining guard right in there. Ooh, got a little too close. Here's Genevieve's room. We're just going to catch the door before she can close it when she leaves. Oh, even better, he walked in. Look.
Basso!
Shh, come with me.
This is the key to her room. Which is crazy. But maybe not crazy. Maybe because this happens occasionally. Where they lock themselves in the room. Door's open, bro. Y'all need to make a run for it. Hey, are we leaving? Are we leaving? I've never seen him come in the room before. That is crazy. Alright, I will see if I can get to the bottom of what's going on. He normally stays out here, opens the door, Basso! And then they run off. Don't do that. All right, there they go. I just reloaded it. Okay, I was saying she was gaslighting him because she had the key to her room the entire time. She wasn't trapped. But whatever. I guess now we know the real reason why that key's there. And just follow him out. That's it. That was bizarre. Alright, so there's our list. 8 knockouts, don't kill anyone, loot, bonus objective, we got them out, bird call. Let's look at our stats. 33 minutes, that was a little longer than the last run. So here's what I was talking about. We got a 1265 out of 1285. Your version should have the third coin, and you will get 1285 out of 1285. Almost got all 9 pockets picked. 13 knockouts. No healing, no others killed. Found secrets 3 out of 3. Alright, cool. Let me see. Is this going to take me on to the next mission? It might. So, thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time on a real big level of Thief 2. The next level is massive. So thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time.